Hey YouTube, I'm here in my kitchen getting ready to make one of my favorite meals, and I call it my pizza thing, but it's not really a pizza thing. It is, so it's kind of got pizza toppings in it, like peppers and onions and mushrooms and cheese, but it's really nothing like pizza. But anyway, I actually invented it a couple weeks ago when I didn't have any fresh produce, and my husband was out of town and I couldn't go to the store, so I just used frozen vegetables, and I used the produce is produce rule, meaning so instead of having my salad plus my cooked veggies, I had just all cooked veggies. So I will show you this little thing as I make it, but I'm not sure if I have just I think I've really developed a taste because I haven't had any junk food. I think this is like the yummiest thing ever, but it might, like, you might look at me and might look at it and be like, really? You think that's good? But let me make it for you.
Okay, so the first thing I do is I heat up my non-stick pan to super hot because I don't use any oil while I'm cooking because I go ahead and get my fat in later. So, and I cook a bunch at once because so that way I don't have to cook it at lunchtime. So I have already opened them so that I can just dump them in. But I have 2 bags of frozen peppers and onions, and then I have back here I have 2 bags of mushrooms. And mushrooms, you don't get a lot of bang for your buck because a lot of water cooks out of them, but they're still really super good. So once my pan is hot, I just dump my veggies in, hopefully. So this is 64 ounces of frozen vegetables in a hot pan, and they will cook down to significantly less than that. Mushrooms cook down to almost nothing, but I will still get 2.5 meals out of this, probably. So I will continue cooking, and I cook all the liquid out of them, so that because I don't like to get soggy, so because they almost become the crust to my yumminess. So I will be cooking them down. So they've been cooking for about 5 minutes, and I don't know if you can see how much water cooks out of these, like so much water. So I'll probably drain it and then keep cooking them. I used to just let the water cook out, and then my husband was like, hey, do you want me to drain the water off? I'm like, oh, what a novel concept. So I poured off about 1.5 cups of water. There's still a significant amount in there, but I will still keep cooking them. It's really good to cook the water completely off. Otherwise the cheese gets really gross. And because it's almost like a crust that, not really a crust, but just kind of the base for your little pizza thing. Okay, so here are the vegetables. You can see that they have cooked down to practically nothing. And I'm probably going to get 2 meals or maybe 2.5 out of this, but still. That's pretty good. The bags of veggies are $1.98 each, so it's not super expensive to get that many meals out of it. Okay, so I weighed out 14 ounces of vegetables, and I am really precise. I don't do 14.1 and I don't do 13.9 because that gets my inner chatter going. And talk about things that get my inner chatter going. Someday we'll discuss bananas. Okay, now I'm going to add my olives, and if you wanted it to be really pizza-like, you would add black olives, but for some reason I like this really pickly taste, so I'm going to add Okay, so I'm about to add my cheese, and I get this at Costco, and it is, you get 2 1.5-pound bags for like $9, and so each bag has about 12 servings in it. So that is actually really inexpensive. Now, at this point, if I had mozzarella and black olives, I would add some pizza seasoning. But I don't have either of those, so I'm going to stick with the Mexican cheese and the green olives, and it's still really super yummy, especially if you're a person that kind of likes pickly flavors. Sometimes I'll add Tabasco too, so if you kind of like pickly hot flavors, it's really yummy. So my scale turned off while I was chatting about cheese, only because I had to do about 4 takes about cheese, and so I re-zeroed it, so I know that I need to add 2 ounces of cheese to it. So that's what I'm going to do right now. So I'm going to put my cheese on. So I've got my 2 ounces of cheese, and this is what it looks like, and I'm going to stick it in the microwave. Now, if you like gooey cheese, don't put it in very long, but I like the way it kind of forms into an actual like piece of pizza. if I cook it for a long time. So I put it in for like 5 minutes. So here is the finished product. It's a little bit like a Mexican pizza. Once again, if I used black olives and maybe even put some Mexican seasoning, but I'm having this weird thing where, and no, I'm not pregnant, but I'm having this weird thing where I am really liking the green olives and that pickly taste. And I'm also really doing the produce is produce thing right now because it's winter and I'm not really craving that cold salad like I do in the summer. So there it is.
So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I know it sounds like a weird combination, but it's really, really good, and I have been eating it pretty much every night for the past 3 weeks. And it all happened by accident because I was out of salad and I was out of things to do a fat with, and so I ended up having this like weird thing of salad olives, and I mixed them all together, and they're really yummy. But that just goes to show you how simple it could actually be and how it doesn't have to be expensive, and it just, you know, you have to use what you have. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you later.